What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So, in light of what happened between Cam Newton and the individuals at the 7-on-7 camp or 7-on-7 tournament, you got people saying what's telling Cam Newton good riddance to them black folks. Good riddance, don't help them out, leave them alone, leave them where they be, to hell with them. They doing all of they saying don't help them, don't lend your time no more, walk away from them, just go about and go about your business with your family, just hang with your people, don't come back to these functions. And I want to caution people, especially black people who are saying that, right? While we are, while we want Cam Newton to be safe, we want him to be protected, we don't want anything bad to happen to him. We got to be careful about saying to hell with other black folks and other opportunities that can come from Cam Newton helping them. We got to be careful about saying good riddance to black folks when it comes to people of higher stature with resources helping black folks in the communities. Because it starts to sound like white supremacist rhetoric. Like, what do I mean by that? See, white folks will easily say stuff like, to hell with them other folks in the community, in the hood, leave them where they be, leave them where they at, who cares about them, leave them where they at, right? But they won't leave the people in their community behind. They gonna help their people. They gonna help to elevate their people. They gonna put them in positions to make money. They don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch. They don't do that. But when they talking to us and when it comes to our people, they'll tell us to let one bad apple spoil a whole bunch for us. And we will go along with it and just go along to get along. You know what I mean? We just go along with it and just, hey, all right. One bad apple spoil a bunch. I'm taking a whole program away. Forget all these kids. I want y'all to remember that despite, because I'm hearing it was an adult acting a fool. Despite some of these adults acting a fool, there are kids who are really in need of that help, who really needs Cam Newton's services, his tutelage, his mentorship, his help. They can build these bonds and relationships with Cam who can help them progress to the level that they need to be if they're trying to be professional football players, right? And that bridge can be connected. We need those connections in the community. Our folks need connections. We need that. That's how other communities get ahead. It ain't because every other community just way smarter than us. They know people. They know people that can get them indoors. And yes, even in athletics, the right person can get you in the right program, the right doors to be at this other camp, this training facility. He can hook you up with this trainer that can take your game to another level and get a lot of these young men out of poverty and get them opportunity to excel, right? So you have to caution telling Cam Newton to just stay away, don't come back to these camps, to hell with them. Because again, white folks that say that to us, oh, tell Cam he ain't got to come back. But they don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch. They make sure, okay, one bad apple here, we get rid of that bad apple. We're going to keep running the program, and to make things safe, we can up security measure. I'm going to just use this point, and some of y'all might say I'm reaching. When them school shootings happened at Virginia Tech, they had a school shooting at Northern Illinois, and some other places too. Did people stop playing football at them programs? Did students stop attending those schools? Did they say to hell with Virginia Tech? To hell with going to Northern Illinois? To hell with all them other schools that had mass shootings? Did they say to hell with those schools? No, they didn't. They upped security measures to keep those schools, to keep everything running and keep everybody safe. But they still kept the school because they know how vital that school is for certain people getting on the road of prosperity, so for certain people getting those degrees that they need to excel in the world. You know what I mean? They know, I mean, it drives in money too, for sure. But they still educating the people and not just in the community, but they still educating students. They still educating students and allow them kids to get their education and excel. They just up the security measures to keep everything safe. If I'm Cam, what you should tell Cam, hey Cam, man, get you some nice security so that none of this stuff happens anymore, so that people can get detained and they can be escorted out, okay? And I know some of y'all gonna say, well, somebody could pull out a gun and shoot. Man, somebody can pull out a gun and shoot anywhere, right? Let's be for real. In some of the most prestigious neighborhoods, these mass shootings be happening in prestigious neighborhoods would never. How many times we watch the news? Nothing ever happens here. It never goes on, right? I just want y'all to caution y'all from telling Cam Newton not to come back to and give back to these young men, not to come back to these camps where they are predominantly black young men and help them and give them advice and give them connections to where they need to go. Because the world thrives off who you know is not what you know all the time. Even in the world of athletics, you getting a recommendation from Cam Newton to go to this camp, people be going to camps, people be getting ranked off the word of certain high name individuals. One person call in and call, oh, you can get ranked now. And you probably was good, they just overlooked you. But now that you ranked, now they're paying extra close attention to you. Now you're getting other scholarships offers and certain eyes on you, so that now, okay, we know he one of the ones, right? Because it's not every time a lot of times great athletes get overlooked depending on where they at. You know what I mean? Depending on what camp they at, all of that. One of my best friends, Kiefer Sykes, was the man at Marshall High School and was overlooked, wasn't ranked. All these other dudes was ranked higher than him. All these other guards in Illinois, he wasn't not on nobody's radar. He went and had a better career than a lot of dudes collegiately, and then played in the NBA, right? And making six figures overseas, mega bucks balling. You know what I mean? Just imagine if he had somebody that gave him that connection, he would have probably went to a bigger school instead of a mid-major coming out, right? If he had somebody give him that word, and he was always the man, he was always great. He just was getting overlooked for whatever reason. You know what I mean? So Cam can be the bridge to connect some of these young men to some of these big programs. Hey, get them a look at Auburn or something like that. You know what I mean? To get them certain looks and get them certain training, get them into certain training programs that they need in order to get to the next level. They need people to speak up for them. You know, and Cam is an ambassador of these young black men, and they come from some of these impoverished communities that come from these, like, hard, rough edge places or whatever, you know what I mean? Rough, rugged places. He's the ambassador for these kids, man. So don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch for everybody. Oh, because you don't like this, like black folks. Don't stop doing a college fund for other kids to go to school because it was a fight at the last college fund. That's counterproductive. Up the security measures. Don't stop sending black kids to college. That don't make no sense. Oh, we got this scholarship program for this and that. We ain't gonna do it no more because the girl was being disrespectful at one of the events. Okay, get her block her disrespectful behind from coming, and up the security measures. So next time that happens, they getting escorted out immediately, and keep it going. Don't let one person mess it up for other kids. There are other kids that need this, and a lot of y'all black folks, y'all regurgitating them white supremacists talking about, man, F these kids. Black folks don't want to do nothing. Some of y'all sounding anti-black. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to just bring each other down. F them, screw them, forget them, forget the whole hood, forget everybody. Just go on about your business. Cam, take care of yourself. And what did I tell y'all before? Other communities of people, they value community. They value their entire people around them. They look like them, thriving and excelling. I've seen it personally with my mom working at a law firm, and them people hiring their little cousins and all of that to work at these positions that they really weren't qualified for, and paying them, hiring their friends' sons and their friends' daughters and all of that, right? Black folks, forget them. We turn on those, we don't need, no. We ain't, no. Come on, man. We need to, don't prioritize individual. Just worry about your family. We always just worry about our own. Only worry about your family. No. When you're in position and you get to a level of prominence and you can help and give back to other folks and other black kids. Don't let one bad apple spoil it for the bunch. Get the bad apples out the way and help the other kids who really need it. And I know Cam will.